The first time I heard of Swami Vivekananda, if I remember correctly, 1966. My father used to bring regularly small booklets of Vivekananda teachings from, I don't know from where, we used to be in Padmarao Nagar. I think the Secunderabad, the ashram, I think this institution was there. And the first thing which I can't forget is, think of it, dream of it, like all parts of the body, work for it, that is the only way to success. In fact, it's so inspiring at the young age, when I was, I think, hardly 8 or 9 years. Of course, subsequently, I went to Vijayawada after 1969 Telangana institution. Then the other inspiration is, when I read the various quotations of, always I used to have 3-4 small booklets at my home. Daivam. The thought is pure, the thought is God. That's where these are the words which have inspired me to keep all the time pure thinking, pure thought. Never to get negative thought, always positive thought. Never think of bad, never think of misery, even if some pain comes. There's greatness. In fact, this character standing here owes to the great sayings of Lord Vivekananda and Mother Dillalumudi Amma. Now, I strongly believe the sustained development and sustained growth for the country will happen only when the sustained development of the spirituality is something like, the greatness of Indian culture is. It is not like, Musalwal ayin tarvata Vanaprasthanlo chesedi kadadi. The greatness of Indian culture, it builds the character to every human being. In fact, knowledge is power. Swamiji says, he is a man of infinite power and strength. So he gives interpretation in a different way. Neither the money pays, nor name, nor fame, nor learning. It is a character that can cleave through adamantine walls of difficulties. I think every saying for character building, in fact, all the students, we all as elders here, we have a bounden duty to build a character, not only among ourselves, but also among the younger lot. I can go on saying so many sayings, narrating from my experience in personal life. In fact, in the gathering I can share, at the age of 12, when I went to the various ashrams, I found in the ashram a lot of misery. People coming with difficulties, telling, I used to say, see, Dillalumudi Amma, in the ashram there, all the people with deaf, dumb, have-nots, haves, who can't eat, all sorts of strata, they come and pray. Then I felt so bad. I felt what I can do for the society. At the age of 12, I thought, let me leave the world, which I can't do anything. So I felt so bad. For a couple of days, I went out of my home. Every day evening I used to go. I don't know what I am doing. Afterwards I realized, what for we are living? If I go, what will happen? Just a small question I had to me, if I go, what will happen? My parents will weep. I have started imagining. So finally I felt, we're all living with all bondages. Then I realized, we don't live for ourselves, we are living for somebody else. When the thought came, then I felt life is nothing but duty. That's what Lord Vivekananda says. You are not living for yourself, you are living for somebody else. After all the puja, what we do? Sarvam Devan Tarpayami. Then we say, Lokas Samasta Sukhuno Bhavantu. Sarvejjana Sukhuno Bhavantu. Pasupashyadi Sukhuno Bhavantu. As per Upanishads, you are not living for yourself, you are supposed to live for somebody else. That means you are living as a duty. When this realization came, I thought, let me come back. I should not leave the world. That's how I came back to the world, Swamiji. I humbly submit. That's how, these are the words of inspiration which I got from Swamiji Vivekananda and various, scriptures I got exposed at a young age. So I believe that is a character which brought me here. So I feel, since I am asked to share in the presidential address, the impact of the Swamiji on the character building, I thought of sharing this, personal experiences. And after coming to profession, Work as if one of the Swamiji's sayings, work as if on each of you depends the whole work. In fact, that saying is so strong, work, 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 work. When I came to practice in 83 from Tata's, I don't know what to do since I never wanted to do CA practice. Excuse me, all the chartered accountants here. In those days, a lot of income tax work used to be there. There is no corporate work. So I never wanted to do IT work. So I went to casting practice. That's how there's no casting practice again. I have to start from scratch. What to do? Then the Vivekananda saying says, perseverance will finally conquer. Nothing that can be done in a day. So then I started. A lot of success stories, lot of resistance. For a change, lot of resistance everywhere. The perseverance helped me to build up the profession where nothing is there. Edarilo avadam makalaga. Edarilo you are going to take water. So that's how it worked out. One more important saying which powerfully impacted me is, the brain and muscles must develop simultaneously. In fact, I remember, iron nerves with an intelligent brain and the whole world is at your feet. I remember when I went to Tata's, I hardly 22 years. Average age of the department is 46 or 48. All these fellows used to feel my accountants and junior fellows, 20 people. This very young fellow has come here and he is trying to teach us. So they used to pass bills, excess bills passing, all sorts of things they used to do. I don't know what to do, coming from an income tax background, going to a corporate world of seeing all the nuances and politics of throwing away this fellow. He used to, my father used to write letters. What are you doing, my dear son, with all this? I used to write him, I am handling with iron hand with soft gloves. Soft gloves with iron hand. So this is what Lord Swamiji Vivekananda gave to me, the way of handling people. And to succeed, you must have tremendous perseverance, tremendous will. I will drink the ocean, says the persevering soul. This is what Vivekananda quotes. Quantum is the coaching this is a spirit. If you want to do it, you have to do it. The spirit given by Lord Vivekananda. In fact, I tell you, the soul was never born and will never die. And all these ideas that we are going to die and are afraid to die are more superstitious. And all such ideas, as we can do this or cannot do that, are superstitious. We can do everything.